What's up, YouTube? What's going on, guys? Got an awesome little topic to talk about that's kind of been bothering me. It has been covered by some other motovloggers, but something that I was thinking about. I never decided to make a video on it until I saw Fry Riding had posted a video, and it kind of spurred me to want to do this video. So the general topic of the video is talking about the video that 6foot4Honda posted, not of himself but of his buddies. Rephrase that, not of his buddies necessarily. I don't know if he knows the guys, but somebody had submitted a user video to him, so he posted it to his channel, and I wanted to talk about it. So let's go ahead and roll into the footage.
Make the ground shake.
So the main topic of the video, as I mentioned before, is the 6foot4Honda video. If you guys are unfamiliar with the video I'm referring to, I will give you a very quick synopsis of the video. General synopsis is they are doing some street stunting, doing wheelies, etc. A car passes them at a much higher rate of speed than the wheelies. Again, I don't know what the speed limit of the road is or how fast the guy was speeding to pass them or whatnot. Neither here nor there. The car made the pass. The motorcyclists took exception to the pass. Not 100% certain why they took exception to the pass, other than I could imagine was the guy did kind of go into their lane to pass. Not too much. It wasn't terrible, but he did indeed do it. So you know, you can't deny the truth. So it wasn't as though there was not a little bit of reason to get griped up. But what ended up transpiring was the bicyclists, or motorcyclists more accurately, they took great exception to how the guy passed, and they then proceeded to speed up, catch up to the guy. Now this is where the part of the video kind of gets a little bit not sketchy, all right, but you could tell when the guy caught up to the car, he wasn't necessarily going to do anything, because he was kind of indecisive of whether or not he was going to do anything. So you see that guy actually start to back off, but then his buddies came up too. So the gang mentality, or the group mentality of the peer pressure of the others being there, I think kind of furthered the agenda of these gentlemen, even though they may not have done that had they been completely solo. Okay, we'll just avoid that scenario. Then they proceeded to catch up. One guy hits the guy's mirror at a stoplight. Another guy, who was, I believe, the original guy in the video doing the wheelie, grabs a brick or a rock of some sort, goes up and throws it through the back seat of the car. So, with that quick synopsis, the thing that bothered me the most about this entire video, yes, they acted like immature kids, but people in general are like that. Yes, throwing the brick through the car, hitting the guy's mirror, obviously very excessive things that didn't need to happen. That's not necessarily the part that irks me the most about the whole video. Yes, yeah, it's bikers being stupid and doing biker stuff, and part of it, I think, is the gang mentality, of the sense that, you know, they were all together. And the second part is potentially the fact that the guy was recording. Not sure if that had anything to do with it, but it could have very well been part of it. The important part that I'm mentioning is the fact that 6foot4Honda posted it to his channel. That's the part that bothers me the most. And I genuinely like 6foot4Honda. I enjoy his videos. I think he's a good person for the community. My point is, it didn't matter who the person was. If a person has that sort of substantial following of his 500,000 plus, yes, it's his channel. He can do whatever he wants. He's entitled to post anything that he wants. I'll agree with that. But there has to be a sort of a sense of responsibility, in the terms that a huge amount of people follow his channel, and a huge audience is going to be subject to the information that he's putting on his channel. And you have to have a sense of responsibility of knowing what kind of content is good to post and what kind of content you should avoid posting. And in my opinion, That should have been a video that should not have gotten posted because of the way that it portrays bikers, and you're a biking channel. Yeah, I'm not going to deny that he didn't have the right to. Of course he did. It's his channel. He can do pretty much whatever he wants as long as it follows the terms and conditions of YouTube and his monetization contract. Videos like that, you know, we see the video of the guy who was running on the R6 from that car that was going absolutely haywire, and the outrage that bikes had towards those kind of people that do stuff like that, where we don't know exactly what caused the altercation, but the reaction of the car trying to kill this guy on the motorcycle was unacceptable. It's things like this video that give the fear to people like that and cause reactions like that, and which is why I think it's important for motorcyclists to, for people with those kind of substantial followings and channels, not to do that. And I apologize for vlogging at the red light, but we're going to do it anyway. Look at this guy. He's just going to run the red light and shit. But when you got a channel that's subject to 500,000 plus people, it's important to know your audience. You have a ton of young kids, a ton of very impressionable young individuals that, now, I'm not gonna say that what he agreed with this, because he put in the comment section that he didn't agree with what happened. But you still can't post things like that on a channel that has such a huge audience. And I can't stress this enough. Those kids, they don't understand. Most young kids that are watching your channel, they're watching it because motorcycles intrigue them. And when you broadcast videos like that, especially when they're not yours, they think, because they don't read, mobile doesn't read the comments and the description, they think that you're thinking that's cool, and that's how they're going to act. You need to have a moral compass in your head when you have that big of a channel. But when you're in the entertainment industry and you have such a wide audience and you are paid by advertisers, there is a moral compass that you must maintain in terms of the sensitivity to other minorities or races and stuff like that. And I know this doesn't follow exactly in suit with that whole scenario, but it is close enough. And as a community, we need to stick together and we need to do what's right. And in my opinion, what those motorcyclists did that day was not right. It was unacceptable behavior. I'm not sure if anything came from it as far as a legality standpoint, but in my opinion, something should, because that kind of action is what causes other people to get hurt, in, you know, because people have a false sense of what motorcyclists are. But I'm not going to keep ranting on this topic. That was just my general topic. You know, hopefully we can come together as a community and agree that stuff like that, if you're a smaller channel and you do the actions and you want to post a video on your own channel, to each their own, I suppose. But when you get to a certain size and you have such a huge following, I just think there are better places to, or there are better videos to have been posted as opposed to that. So I appreciate you guys hanging on, watching the video here. We're gonna go ahead and end the video here. If you like the content, please hit the like button. If you have a comment, feel free to leave it in the comment section. I am more than happy to agree, disagree, debate, whatever you want to do through the comment section. Until the next video, guys, keep them two wheels rubber side down, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.